From being demanding to not tipping, here's our list of celebrities accused of being extremely rude to restaurant servers. Now, one of the most well-known celebrity restaurant meltdowns has to do with James Corden. In October 2022, he was exposed for being rude and demanding at a restaurant and was temporarily banned from there. In an Instagram post, Keith McNally, the owner of celebrity hotspot Balthazar, explained how James had berated his employees on multiple occasions. Now, one time, he got upset with the restaurant for making a mistake with his wife's order, saying James Corden began yelling like crazy to the server, "You can't do your job, you can't do your job, maybe I should go into the kitchen and cook the omelet myself." Now, after this was revealed, everyone then called him out for his behavior, and he eventually addressed this, saying, "The truth is, I have made a rude comment, and it was wrong. It was an unnecessary comment, it was ungracious to the server." Now, fans were upset about hearing how he treated the staff, but it seemed like everything got pushed under the rug pretty quickly. But a Twitter user was quick to remind everyone of the incidents months later, saying, "Guys, remember when James Corden was rude AF to that restaurant for no reason at all this year, and then had the nerve to try to go on TV and pull the victim card? Yeah, I knew James was a POS." Now, will this continue to affect his career? Who knows, but the world finally knows how he really is. Anna Wintour has been described as absolutely horrid and rude to an entire restaurant staff. But I mean, are we really shocked? The Devil Wears Prada was based on her. Now, according to Michael Cicci as Alina, the former maitre d' at New York City's Michelin-starred restaurant Le Coucou, had many run-ins with Anna, and they weren't good. In his book Your Table is Ready, he wrote that Anna tended to march in with no reservation and demand a table, and she requests a steak very rare to be served immediately. And if it wasn't good for her liking, she would let everyone know. God forbid it was the least bit overcooked, Michael wrote, per the New York Post. She'd look at the server as though he just served her a rat and have it sent back and redone. She'd just walk in or call and say, "I'm coming." One time she came in and we were closing the back room, and she insisted on sitting in the back room, and we had to keep a waiter there to give her her own waiter. Boy, that waitress was pissed, Michael said. Now, Michael then had another poor interaction, this time with Meghan Markle. Now, this is rumored to have happened in 2017. He said that his head reservationist passed him a note about an irate woman who had dropped the "I'm bringing in royalty" card and demanded a private table, something the restaurant could not do. She said, "It's for someone who's dating a prince." He said he replied by saying, "I still don't have a private table for you." He then suggested a corner table instead, and the woman finally agreed. They came in with attitude, Michael said of the duo, showing up 20 minutes before their reservation. After welcoming them to have a drink with the commoners at the bar, the escort allegedly became enraged. "Are you aware my guest is dating Prince Harry and about to be a duchess? Don't you have a private area for us to wait?" they said. So yes, the guest was none other than Meghan Markle. Michael then added, "My first impulse was to laugh. I could give two about Prince Harry's date, and by the attention the escort was drawing from the crowd at the bar, nor did anyone else." Michael then said that Meghan didn't say a word, while her handler threw a fit that the table wasn't ready before the reservation time, describing Meghan as aloof. Now, in season 4, episode 10 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Scott Disick got cut off from drinking per Kris Jenner's request. Now, Scott did not like this though, and he requested another drink, complained about the server not bringing him his drinks, and even threatened to beat the server. Now, a drunk Scott then got up from the table to confront the waiter and got in his face. After the waiter asked him to stop, Scott tells him to shut his mouth and shoves a $100 bill in the server's mouth. Everyone at the table was shocked, and Scott was escorted out of the restaurant, and it was a crazy moment, and I can't believe that it was caught on camera. On a Reddit thread in the subreddit called Tales from Your Server, one person spoke about their experience with Khloe Kardashian. "She was extremely rude and demanding, and I hated it so much," someone said. Another added, "I cocktailed for Khloe's table at a banquet, so there wasn't a tab, but she didn't tip. She was just a pain in the butt in almost every way. She never said thank you, or even really acknowledged me, and she wouldn't stop moving long enough for me to place her drink down. She also brushed her arm with a napkin when I accidentally grazed it. It was an awful night." Now, in 2016, it was said by sources that when Khloe doesn't tip, her friends go back after she's left to leave a tip, which is honestly just embarrassing. Now, it seems like being rude like this runs in the family though, because Kendall Jenner has also been accused accused of mistreating staff. In 2014, Page Six reported that Kendall once left a restaurant without paying her bill after the restaurant refused to serve her alcohol. When the server, Blaine Morris, ran out to ask for money, which was around $60, he claimed that she threw the money at him. Blaine then tweeted, "That horrible moment when you chase a Kardashian down the street because she forgot to pay her bill to be thrown money in your face." Now, Kendall's attorney denied the claim and said that she was extremely apologetic and that she had politely handed Blaine $33 plus $7 in tips. But someone else has come forward about their experience with Kendall as well. Julia Carlone spoke about how Kendall acted towards her staff in a viral TikTok video. She said, "This is another one where unfortunately I didn't have the best experience with them. She used to come in and was pretty cold to our staff. She also usually has someone speak for her and doesn't speak to staff. I want to say I should give her the benefit of the doubt, but from my experience, she was a 4 out of 10. Then in August 2020, another user, Cindy, posted a series of videos titled "Rating Celebs I've Met Working at LAX." Cindy gave Kendall a 2 out of 10 rating and said, "Every time she flew out, she was not really friendly to anybody and just walked around really arrogant." Now, Usher is worth millions of dollars, but he's repeatedly been accused of being a bad tipper. A waiter one time said he once left an autograph instead of cash. Another server took to Reddit to share a similar experience of waiting on the singer. They said Usher came in and didn't talk directly to me. He had his people, the person he was with, order for him. After the meal, he allegedly didn't tip. But in 2021, Usher got into hot water when he was accused of using fake money to tip dancers at Sapphire Las Vegas Gentlemen's Club. The drama started when a dancer took to Instagram to post a photo of the fake bills with Usher's face on them, Usher bucks, and wrote, "Ladies, what would you do if you danced all night for Usher and he threw this?" Now, the club's director of marketing, Greg Wilson, was quick to frame it as a misunderstanding, saying Usher was a true gentleman and a great guest at the club, adding that the fake bills were dropped by a member of Usher's team to promote his Vegas residency. He clarified he and his crew converted thousands of real dollars to tip the girls dancing on stage. But I'm not too sure if I believe this given his track record. And finally, TikToker Jessica O'Connor alleged that Brittany Mahomes was unpleasant and didn't tip any of the servers when she left the hotel she worked at. Jessica was working as a server, barista, and bartender when Brittany came to the hotel she was working at, and Jessica said, "My first interaction with her, she ran up over a $100 tab. She was with her whole posse. Patrick was not there, but I believe their tab was well over $100, maybe $130, she recalled. $0 tip, she said. She said she let it slide at first because she thought maybe she did something wrong to garner no tip, so she accepted it, but they were there for almost a week, I think, and did not tip a single one of our staff. Not only did she not tip, she was genuinely unpleasant," she added, with many other people telling their unpleasant stories about her as well. Well, that's all for our list of celebrities accused of being extremely rude to restaurant servers. Now, which celeb do you think is the worst? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm your host Emily, and we'll see you next time.